All right, here we are, about to check out of our hotel. We had a great Easter Sunday family get-together yesterday.
Woohoo!
First time we've gotten together since the pandemic started over a year ago.
Yes.
So it took a day or two off work, and so here we are. After the get-together yesterday, we drove 3 hours to a hotel near Crossville, Tennessee, which would leave us only a 40-minute drive or so to this bad boy, the trailhead to Virgin Falls, 8.5-mile hike. And we wanted to knock out the traveling last night so we could get up and get an early start today, and it's just after 6 o'clock. Yeah, we could have camped out, and backpacked, but we don't do that. We're like almost 60, so we've grown accustomed to things like these, this, and the thing over there is really handy. We like those, and we also really have gotten used to these kinds of things, toilets and showers and whatnot, so we don't like sleeping on things that are not those things. And plus, we rarely get a chance to have two of them. And when you get into your late 50s, you'll appreciate opportunities to do.
Great night sleeping. Well, good morning. Here we are. It's a Monday, and guess what we're doing? We're hiking. We drove 3 hours last night down to an area here in Tennessee. We're going to hike to Virgin Falls. We got this idea out of Johnny Malloy's book. He rates it a 5+. If he says it's 5+, then I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good.
Do the hike. 5+ means do the hike.
Do the hike and do it. So that's why we are here 3 hours from home. Gonna hike 8.5 miles, and then we're gonna drive back. And I'm betting it's worth every second.
Fingers crossed on that part. I think it will be.
I'm trying to remember if I've actually hiked 4.3 miles downhill to see something, and then do all of my elevation gain on the way back. It could be a challenge. Wow. Is that not just pretty? I'm always struck by the beauty of nature. And the more I'm out in it, the more it just leaves me speechless sometimes. And this is a little tiny waterfall, but there's just something about it. Looks like he's navigating that quite well. Let's see how I do. Ta-da! Oh, gotta jump. Wow. I was gonna
below.
Was just getting ready to point out to you, look at that Coke bottle blue, green. It's my favorite color.
Hanson's favorite color.
Green.
This Virgin Falls trail, I mean, it goes from fairly nondescript, almost boring for the first mile. It's fine, but nothing special, and it gets interesting in a hurry at about 1.2 miles, and it just keeps getting more fascinatingly interesting almost with every step after that, or at least it has for the last half mile or so. Things like this enormous rock wall. Alongside this beautiful stream, cascading stream now, green hemlock. It gets worthwhile in a big hurry after about a mile. Excited to see what lies ahead. There's my wife, she lies ahead. She's interesting. But she wasn't very interesting in the first mile. She mirrored the trail somewhat. But she's getting more interesting now.
There coming through, and it was really beautiful. Then I came down to take some pictures of the flowers, and I was looking at the water, and then I looked down here, and like there's no water, and I thought, well, where'd all that water go? So it's coming down and obviously going down into the ground. That's just crazy, because there it is. Let me turn around, and then there's no water. Crazy. Well, I'm very intrigued about this water that's now resurfaced. It's just amazing to me. I mean, literally, the water just disappeared. 150 yards up. And then we get down here. I mean, it's just coming out from underneath that rock. I'm intrigued. I'm going exploring. It's just coming out between those two boulders. I'm trying to figure out how I can get over there. But I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna maybe go down here for a second. Right there. It's coming out right up there. Crazy. Yeah.
Well, we got started on the hike 7:30, so we'd have plenty of time to enjoy it. And at the last minute, I decided to throw a flashlight in the backpack, because you should take one every hike. But I wasn't going to, but I think we're going to need it if we keep what we're doing up, which is we don't make it 50 yards and we stop. And so I don't know here. At 1.9 miles into this hike is maybe the prettiest spot I've ever been. This stream goes underground about 300 yards up through that gorge, disappears. 300 yards later, it comes out under these boulders into this captivating scene of rock walls, enormous boulders, beautiful flowers, beautiful trees, trees growing in the middle of the stream. It's just a remarkably glorious spot to stand, and we've got to leave if we ever want to make the end of this hike and to see these waterfalls. We've got to be moving on, but it's very hard because this is as peaceful a spot as I've ever been. Virgin Falls Trail. A lot more to this than a waterfall. About 2.3 miles, you make it to the second notable waterfall, Big Laurel Falls, and I got to shimmy down this little section here to get to the top of that waterfall. You can also get to the bottom, it looks like. Mary's headed down there. I'll meet her down there shortly. But I got to get to the top of this thing. It's like in a big stone little amphitheater here, it looks like, and I want to feel what that is up close at the top and the bottom if I can. This hike, y'all, Virgin Falls Trail. Oh man, this is a must-doer. All right, at the top of Big Laurel Falls on the Virgin Falls Trail. This is from the top. It is way cool. Goodness gracious, what a sight. Hope you can see Mary Beth, give you a sense of scale of this wondrous sight of this stream coming off this rock wall. Extends like just a semicircle. Don't have the words. I don't believe words do it any good anyway. I think it speaks for itself.
coming into our final leg of the journey. We're gonna go right because we want to go to Sheep's Cave and see the waterfall there, and then of course the 0.8 onto Virgin Falls. But there is a bit of me thinking, 0.5 to Virgin Fall. What if Sheep Cave is dry? We'll see. Really spectacular. All right, I begin to hear the roar of water. So that's a pretty exciting thing. We are coming in on Virgin Falls. It was our destination. But heck, we've had several destinations in between the trailhead and here. It's just been, I don't know, amazing. I'm running out of adjectives. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just takes my breath away. This waterfall also disappears into the ground, if you can imagine that. And I can't believe it, but for now we have it all to ourselves.
This is without a doubt the most spectacular backcountry waterfall I've ever been to and seen. Virgin Falls, near Crossville, Tennessee, in the Virgin Falls State Recreation Area or Natural Area. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a hike to get here, over 4 miles. But it is a spectacular waterfall. Well, that incredibly powerful and wondrous waterfall that is Virgin Falls, all the water that goes over it is right here. It comes out of a cave underneath that big rock ledge right there. And this rock wall is as tranquil as can be. Okay, so it turns out that wasn't where it came out of the ground after all. It actually comes out of the ground through this cave. Then goes under the ground for a little bit and then comes out where I showed you earlier. Well, we've got to go. We've certainly never spent this long at our waterfall destinations, and it's hard to leave this one. We've climbed around all of that and even tried to make that little point right there, but couldn't do it. Turned around. It's too risky. But we've had a wonderful time here. Having to pull ourselves away. We got a long way to go, so we got to go. But Virgin Falls. You can manage the energy. Come check this baby out.
You will not be disappointed. I got myself a little bit of climbing to do. And it is beautiful. That's just taking in all the trees are budding out, all those flowers in amongst the craggy rocks. But I'm going to take a few minutes and linger again at this waterfall. Big Laurel Falls. I don't know if you can see, but the flower growing out of the rock there kind of reminds me, grow where you're planted, thrive where you are. It is all I can do not to go over there and sit down in that pool of water. It's just like beckoning me. It's like it's beckoning me. Well, yeah, I would say shimmy across and go up those rocks and you're there. I'm going down.
Go get him, Mary. It's so cold.
Oh, that's a little chilly. Oh, man.
It's a beautiful spot, my goodness.
And he's under. Woo. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Well, this baby is a wrap. I'm hoping that when I'm older and grayer and sitting on the couch and not able to do this, that this will be one of those hikes, well, I know it will be, that I will be able to remember vividly and with clarity. What a day, what a day. Virgin Falls, it is a 5+ star hike.